Hi everyone, it's Bitesize CG, learn 3D by taking small bites. Today we're going to continue on modeling our X-Wing, and we're going to keep it quite simple. So we're going to go fast through the body of the X-Wing, then we're going to learn how we can faster model the wings. So we can go to Control Alt Q, we see all the views here. So we're going to just shape a bit. We're going to position everything. We're going to position this slightly. So if you see the line, it's not straight, just press scale, in this case on the Z axis, and press 0. So now the line is straight, and in this case, press S, scale on the X axis, and press 0. So now you have a pretty straight line there. So we're going to go to wireframe to see it better. So more or less everything is in position, except if we see it on top. This side, it doesn't really match with the reference, so we're going to just take this part. We're just gonna move it on the y-axis, and we're going to move this part a bit back so it matches. And just reposition this one, and this one is quite okay. So just ZX a bit. If we want to do the cockpit, we're just gonna click these 3 vertices, in total 6, and we're just gonna extrude them, scale it on the Z so we have a straight line, and just we're going to position them according to the reference. Just take it using B, moving using G, and if you see it here, just try to position everything according to the references. So we have this 3 points, vertices. Just we're gonna have to move them a bit. If we look up here, we're gonna have to move this one a bit back. Actually, we're gonna move it here, this one here, and this one a bit here. And the other vertices are in the back. This one also, we're gonna have to move it a bit. This one, G on the y-axis, G on the y. Go to this view, G on the y-axis, and try to move all the vertices so that they align pretty much with the image. So they're pretty much okay, but we still need to do the back, G on the y, this one a bit, the y. So here also, G on the y. Okay, and we have to move this a bit down. Also, we have to do this part, but for this we're going to add an edge loop. So we're going to add an edge loop by pressing Ctrl R, go to the middle, and we're going to scale this on the Z axis, scale Z 0, and we're going to move it just a bit G on the Z so that it's right in the middle of this line, and we're just gonna take these vertices and we're going to move them a bit. This one we're going to move it also, this one also, and that's pretty much it. If we go to solid mode, we have the rough shape of our X-Wing. We're going to, in the next tutorials, we're going to add more details like the droid here. We're going to add the windows and so on. So for now, we're just going to hide it, and we're going to focus on the wings. The easiest way is just to to make one wing and use the mirror modifier to add the other wings. So we're just gonna focus on modeling only one wing. We're going to add a new mesh, Shift A, we're going to select mesh, add a cube, scale it on the Z axis, move it a bit. We're not going to rotate it like this here. It's gonna be easier for us. Scale it on the Y a bit. Scale on the Y. It's gonna be easier for us to model it like this. Scale on the Z. But if you want to model it following along the blueprint, you just need to rotate this mesh, and you rotate it by pressing R, and you can see it's rotating. But we're going to see if we have the exact width or the thickness, and we're gonna go back by pressing Ctrl Z, and we're gonna leave it like that, and we're going to go to edit mode, go to wireframe, pressing Z, and we're going to just model it straight. After that, we're going to rotate it. So we're going to follow the lines. Okay, we'll position it here. Go back on the Y axis a bit. We're going to extrude until the end. See on the X axis. Just position it. So this side, this part, we're going to extrude it. So this one we have to go on the X a bit more. We're gonna select this bit also, and we're going to extrude it. And we take this side, scale it on the X, actually scale it on the Y and 0. And now it's straight. You can do the same here. Scale it on the Y and 0. Oh, whoops. We have to select only this side. So scale it on the Y and 0. Now it's straight. So if we want to do this part over here, we're going to go and add an edge loop and move it roughly here. Just select this side and extrude it, and just move this side a bit down on the Z axis. So basically we have the main shape of the wing. For adding the engine, we have like the main engine and the back thruster. We're gonna do them using two objects. So first we're gonna do this big one. So for that we're going to hide this one. Press A to select everything, then hide it. And we're gonna add a cylinder because it looks like a cylinder. And we're going to rotate it here. The easier way to rotate is to use either Shift or Control. Shift, just when you press rotate, it just moves slowly, but Control, when you press rotate and Control, it just keeps it uniformly, and if you want to rotate it straight, it just keeps it straight. It's always straight. So we're going to scale it a bit, move in position here. We're going to scale it a bit more. Yeah. Okay. And we're going to move it here on the y-axis a bit. To do this part, we're going to extrude a bit. We're going to scale it just a bit. And this part, we're just gonna drag this. Press G on the x-axis, and the main engine is pretty much done. We're gonna select this one, hide, and we're gonna do the back thruster. Press Shift A, add another cylinder, rotate it the same way, pressing R and holding Control till you get it straight like this, and scale it roughly to the size. If you watch it top here, to this little size, and from this we're going to G on the Z roughly here, so G on the Y. So we're going to extrude it a bit, scale it, press everything, and just position it how you need it. G on the X a bit, extrude. Now, if you extrude, you can also scale it, if you remember. And we're gonna scale it, and we're going to extrude it one more time. Scale it a bit, extrude. You can scale it up or down, so we're going to extrude, scale it down to make it this thinner pipe. Extrude again, scale it up a bit, extrude, scale it up a bit, extrude, and scale it down just a bit, and extrude and scale it down. Now, to add, we're going to go to solid mode so you can see it. To add the back thruster, just go to face select mode and just select this face and just inset it. And if you get this kind of problem, looks like it doesn't inset normally, just go to object mode and control alt H to see everything visible. Press A to select everything, and then press Control A and select rotation and scale. It will reset the rotation and scale. Now if you go to edit mode, select this face. When you inset it, it insets evenly. So that's one tip to remember. So we're going to inset it, and then we're going to extrude it inside on the x-axis. Scale a bit if you want. So now we have the back thruster ready. So if we press Alt H, now we have the main wing ready. So in the next tutorial we're going to finish this wing. We're gonna do this little part. I'm going to show you an easier way how to do it, like the round part, and we're going to add more details. So thanks for watching. I hope you found this tutorial useful, and if you have any questions, leave a like. If you haven't watched my previous tutorials, I'm gonna leave a link in the description, and if you haven't subscribed yet, consider subscribing. Thanks for watching one more time, and see you next time. Bye guys.